Hey, what's going on? Keith from Trigger Happy. Going to take a look at a Bersa Thunder 45 Ultra Compact Pro. And I think they were going for the longest name that they could possibly stamp onto the slide of a gun, and they succeeded with that. This particular gun, the Ultra Compact line, consists of 3 chamberings and 2 finishes for each. So you've got a 9, a 40, and a 45, and you've got a black and then a stainless top, kind of a two-tone look like this one. The cool thing is with this look, it only runs about $5 to $10 more than the black, so I would probably always choose this one. In terms of the size of the gun, they again call it an ultra compact. It's a little large compared to some of the more modern stuff we're seeing out there. For a concealed carry gun, it's a little on the big bulky side. Each gun is about the same width, about 1.5 inches wide, but the 45 is slightly longer than the other 2 calibers. They are 3.25 inch barrel. This one is 3.6, so it's a little bit bigger lengthwise, but width you're looking at again about the same size. Ships with 2 magazines. In the 45 you've got 7+1 capacity. In the 40 it is 10+1. In the 9mm, I believe it is 13+1. So, it's a lot of firepower for a moderate sized gun, I would say. The cool thing about these are alloy framed, so, they're pretty stout, pretty sturdy. Got a nice feel to them. It does have a polymer grip to it, but you can definitely see here on the front, you've got some nice serrations to the front end of the grip. Nothing much on the back or sides in terms of stippling or anything like that, but it has a pretty nice feel. It's relatively wide again at the grip, and the grip is even wider here than up on the slide, so pretty wide, but I can get all fingers on the grip of the gun without any problem. It is a double action, single action style, so I like the trigger. I'll give you a look here at the trigger. In single action, there's a little bit of bring up, but it's not too bad. The double action is pretty long and hard, so not a huge fan of that. It does have a safety, which is ambidextrous, which I do like there. You can see that's pretty cool. Slide lock is also ambidextrous. I dig that. The magazine release, I believe, can be switched from the left to the right, which is nice. So for a lefty out there, this is not a bad option. As far as sights go, pretty traditional 3-dot style, if I can get it in there. Okay, I do like that. They're pretty low profile, but they're certainly serviceable. Even has a rail up front, so if you want to attach something to it, light or something like that, not too bad. Serrated here again on the front of the trigger guard, which I like. It's a steel trigger. It's a stout little gun. These things weigh about 27 ounces in the 45, and I believe about 23 ounces in the 9 and the 40. That's pretty heavy when you consider here, here is a CZ P07 Duty. This is a 9mm polymer framed. It's a larger gun, a lot larger capacity, also 27 ounces. So, it's hard to say that I would want to carry this thing around a lot, because that is a lot of weight hanging off of your belt. So, I'm going to have a hard time, concealing this regularly, just because it's probably not going to be comfortable due to the weight. But these are great shooting little guns. They're imported from Argentina. Bersa is a pretty reputable gun company. People do like them. One thing I've noticed over the years of selling pistols is that Bersas are very hot and very cold. I'll get a lot of people looking for Bersas, just anything they can get their hands on, the 380s, these guns, whatever, and then we'll order a bunch of them in, and I can't give these things away. So, it's really strange how Bersa runs, but generally speaking, this gun should retail in the $450 range, which is not too bad for an alloy frame gun these days. That's not terrible. But for a concealed carry gun, you're getting kind of on the high side. You can find some stuff from maybe Springfield, like an XDS, something like that. It's not going to be a lot more, and it's going to be so much lighter and even more compact. So, you know, but overall, it's not a bad little offering from Bersa. I do like them. One feature I missed on here, they do have a keyed lock like all Bersas, so if you're going to put it in storage, you can lock it out with a key. Probably something I wouldn't use a whole lot, but there you go. So check it out, Bersa Thunder 45 Ultra Compact Pro. Gee, they need to work on the name, that's ridiculous. But then again, this is the CZP07 Duty, which is also ridiculous in terms of name. So if you haven't seen the review of this gun, these are awesome. People are really starting to discover CZ, so a little plug for that because I absolutely love that gun. So anyway, check it out. We'll see you next time. This is Keith. Have a good one.